Why don't you go draw a picture and then you can come and show us your picture? Yeah.
I know what I'm going to draw. Can I use this?
Yeah, definitely. Anyways, what's on your heart? I have something to say. I love this.
Your heart.
I love full-time parenting. I do. Yeah. And I also love my work so much. And so my brain is being pulled. And maybe I already talked about this actually. Did I talk about the lack of structure being like a real mess in my mind?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, just yesterday? Yeah. Feels like fucking eons ago. Okay, well, I've been sitting with it and I meditated on it this morning. And then it was just like, so what? So what? Let it be scattered. It's not going to be like this forever. So can you just be scattered for a little bit and let that be okay?
Yeah. Can you just vibe with it?
Yeah. And so I'm trying to now, all of the projects that I have in my head that like require doing because there's no structure. So it's just like, oh, I might as well paint my entire basement next. Like I'm just pausing on that. And instead of actually like acting on it and going, oh, this is a great idea, I'm gonna sit down and write out the reasons why it's not a good idea and let that be the effort that I put into something, because I think it's just effort. I think it's just like my body or my brain just needs to have something to focus on.
Sure. And the outlet for especially with the scattered part of it. I understand that in the sense that I scatter my thoughts, but like with intention as well, so that when I then come to focus on something, all of those thoughts that wanted to train have had a train. The train has come, it's gone, it's let the people off. We've done the whole travel part.
Yeah. And generally speaking, that's my entire life. But it's my calendar is what dictates where the scattered, because I bounce around successfully. I'm really good at it when I have like a little bit of structure around. It's like the scattered is inside the container at least. Right. And now there's no container. So it just feels like, like it physically feels hot.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how to describe it. In your head, you did this.
Yeah, just like my brain just feels like even. No, not when I'm meditating. Like I get pretty dialed in there. So that's a good thing. Like I know I always have that to come back to. In the printer?
What printer?
The printer?
The printer.
Right here. Grab one. There you go. I've never given myself this much like free time. And this sounds absolutely ridiculous because it's been 3 weeks. But I've never given myself this much just free, open time.
People don't do it in their whole lifetime. So 3 weeks is a lot.
It is a lot. It feels like a lot.
I feel that. I feel like the more invitation, the more I feel called to it. It's like, oh, I've got freedom. This feels spacious. And it's like, that's not spacious.
Yeah. What even is that? Yeah. And how I'm just supposed to experience that as spaciousness when I never have before? Good luck. I mean, it's been an experiment.
Unsettling. Oop.
That's kind of how it feels. Although this is more satisfying.
We should have her make our signs again.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Here, Lennon. Go make these signs out of bubble letters, would you? You need multiple of them.
Can you color them too? Because what you did with that other one was beautiful. Ooh. Is that a bunny?
Bunny?
Yeah.
What's this?
Penis?
A penis.
A penis, yeah. Okay.
That's me.
Okay. Well, off she went with that.
2 quick things. First, we are working our asses off over here, as always, to bring you fresh chaos every week. Do us a solid. Like, subscribe, rate, review, so the algorithm keeps us open and available to all of you so that you keep seeing us and we keep doing what it is that we love to do. Second, we run a weekly container for women who are done deliberating and ready to execute. It's called the Accountability Club.
And yes, it's exactly what it sounds like.
If you're a service provider, a coach, or a content creator, this space is for you.
Inside, you're going to get weekly calls where we actually do the work. There's no modules. There's no passive content. It's just showing up and getting shit done together. You're going to be in a private community for unfiltered feedback, drafts, shower thoughts. You'll have direct access to Amari and myself and to other women who won't let you stay stuck, because you're going to get that unshakable knowledge that someone's going to ask you every Tuesday if you did the thing.
You'll also get 11 weeks worth of business training that will take you from chaos to clarity to finally launch the thing.
We're taking members soon, so get on the wait list now by clicking the link in the show notes.
Come get shit done.
Breathe, embody, time out, time in, execute.
Ooh.
Better.
That's why it's better.
That's why it's better.
It's better.
Yeah. Action builds momentum, not the other way around. Should I just read all of these? I'm going to read them.
Speak on it again.
Listen, do better. This is our mantra. And it's not because we're not doing good enough. It's just that growth isn't inevitable. There's always room. Impermanence is everything.
Impermanence is everything. Expansion is everything. Capacity continues to grow if you allow it.
And if we're going to change because nothing is permanent, then we might as well change for the better. That's good. Okay, so how to actually do better. Number 1, breathe. Before you buy into the story that your brain is telling you. Yeah. Oh yeah, breathe. Actually do it.
I've been so heavy into the intentional breathing.
Oh God.
So the way that I come back to it, like the gift that is inside, because it is so real.
Yeah, especially after you just finish teaching it, because I do this too. Like after I teach,
you feel so good about it.
It just is like so. It's renewed. It's like renewed within you. It's like
it's like going to the Vipassana. You go and you meditate, and then you want to do it for an hour.
Of course, yeah. It's like you crave it. But is this not the brain? Like, is this not the brain creating the neural pathways that serve you? Is this the dopamine?
It's also a testament to what I should, I don't hate to use should on myself, but what feels good to be surrounded by.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, back to our original statement.
Yes. The breath work I always teach too is Anuloma Viloma, alternate nostril breathing. It's my favorite. Thanks, sweetie pie. Just because it's so balancing.
It's such an awakening to both sides. It creates that equilibrium, especially if you do it in the morning, as suggested. It has that open door. Ooh.
Breathe before you buy into the story that your brain is telling you. So this is seeing the capacity and the pause that we have, right? So before the anxiety, before the rage, before the shame, whatever it is, we pause. You take one conscious breath, and that's the pattern interrupt before the trigger and your response. So this goes back to the Viktor Frankl.
After the trigger, before the response.
Yes, yeah, between it.
Right.
So the trigger happens, there's a pause. There's a pause that you get to decide how big you want it to be when you practice this type of work, right? Because you can recognize the trigger for what it is, pause, breathe, and respond instead of react. That's the big difference.
Right. The breath is the pause. It's what allows the space to be there, because if you don't breathe, you will almost automatically go right into the response. Like that is what gives you that space, is the breath.
But this is where I would be like a little bit of a stickler. If you don't breathe, or if you don't pause, or you don't practice this, you go directly into the reaction. It's a response when you choose it. Embody. Get out of your head and into your body. This can also happen during the pause. It's super awkward also, by the way. Like, we're not just, you get triggered and then you have to be like, okay, everybody, can you hold on that response for a minute? Or can you hold on your reaction while I do this? And that's not the practice here, but it's more like when you're in your own feels, you can also invoke this in you, if it's something that is occurring often in your life, but you find a time where you can actually create some of this space. and you embody. You get out of your head and into your body and notice the sensations without labeling them and without putting meaning to them, right? This is the description of the sensations. Is it tight? Is it hot? Is it tingly? Is it dense? Is it open? Just being aware of it and feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
Check out literally any of our other episodes for more of a description on this. We talk about this a lot. Yeah, the tape is in the everything drawer out there. Or actually, look, right there's some right there. Look at that. Ask and ye shall receive. The first T is time out. If you are stuck in the mental loop or you find yourself in the trigger over and over and over again, just fucking check out. Take a time out.
On a literal basis. Go
Yeah.
outside. Do something. That's another pattern interrupt.
Absolutely. And especially after you've done the embody, where you actually feel it and you feel the sensation, put on a song, go outside, physically move your body. And so you can help move those energies through you.
Yeah. I would even take it literally of go outside, time out.
out. Exactly.
Inside, where most of our problems are created. Go outside in nature. How many times have you gotten up? I mean, I probably maybe, but do you stay upset in nature? Do you stay upset sitting under a tree by a river, bumbling, all of these things?
Do you stay upset when you realize how small you are in comparison to the vast expanse of the universe?
Upset now. It's a little tingles my senses a little bit to think about, but
yeah. And just know that this isn't running away from the problem either. It's a strategic reset for your brain and your body and your sanity.
That's why the next one is time in, because you come back.
That's why the next one's time in. Exactly. So after you time out, you bring it back and just have some honest self-reflection. Maybe it's time journaling. Maybe it's meditation. Maybe it's what else? It's
prayer.
Prayer.
Connecting to yourself.
Mm-hmm. And not to beat yourself up either. Just to
from awareness.
Discern. Yeah.
From awareness. Yeah. Introspection.
I can't see me.
And love. And then we've got execute. So action is what builds momentum and motivation, not the other way around. Like we can't wait for motivation to strike to do the things we want to do in life. Maybe we can. That's not the way my brain works. I require action in order to get into something. And the more I do and the more I get into it, the more I actually accomplish and the better I feel. You talk about this, like the 1 degree difference.
Yes. Also that it's so minute that you don't actually know where it lands, like hot and cold too. Where does hot begin and cold end? Like that's something we get to discern for ourselves, especially based on our own feelings and our own interpretation of temperature. But that's the same thing for what you're saying in motivation. There are levels to receiving these hits of like, let's go out and do something, let's go out and execute. Like people think that it needs to be some, hit you over the head like with a frying pan type of
massive change.
When it really is a spark that's inside. If you have something has called you from the inside of your mind to get you to do something, that's the motive. That's the invitation.
That's it. The little spark. Yeah.
It's been received, right? A little ember can create an entire fire. It doesn't have to be this enormous, spark of lightning that sets things off.
Yeah, absolutely. I love this. Last time I was camping, like the fire smolders, and sometimes for quite a while. And it was hours later. And the fire, like the morning fire was just smoldering. And I was like, I can get this going again. I didn't need to put any more flame to it. I just
give it breath.
Yeah, the breath.
Breath, some wind.
Just
it's such an interesting metaphor too, because if you think about that part where you think something is dead and the fire is no longer available to be
Blazing
ignited.
or visible.
Right, but because there is already constant fuel happening, but it's small, so it's being fed constantly, just almost subconsciously, and then it just needs that gust of wind to like
Yeah,
pick it
that's
back
it.
up.
Yeah. And that gust of wind did not just happen spontaneously. I created it.
Right.
And so this is that intentional effort of execute. Go
Mhm.
do something. Go do something small. It doesn't have to be a massive, like you said, a massive step.
No.
Okay, I genuinely want to hear from people listening though. Like, does your brain work this way? Do you feel like it has to be a big thing in order to matter, or is this ADHD? Because I fight it often, but like I painted my railing for no fucking reason because I just didn't want to clean my kitchen. The kitchen was a small task. The railing was a massive one. So like the railing felt like, oh, I better do this first because it's the big thing. And
Yeah.
I watch myself do it. It's not like I'm a victim to it. I'm not. It's not what I'm saying.
And I
I
holded
want.
my
It was
mom's.
something that I've wanted done for a long time. It's just happened to be the moment I executed on it. But
And my mom leaned over the railing and I held her feet. Scary.
so it's not how. It wasn't scary. It's fine. I was not unsafe. I had to go over top of the railing and paint upside down to reach some areas. It's fine.
I was holding her feet like so tight, like, ugh.
She didn't need to though, because I wasn't so far over the railing that I was in danger.
Right.
Why would I do that? In the name of painting.
Feet were
I would
still
never. I would never.
You need to do it again for sealing and
I do. You're right. Anyway, execute. Speaking of execute, we have a weekly execution room. It's called the Accountability Club, and it is a weekly container for high achieving women who are ready to get shit done, who are done deliberating, and they're ready to take action. Check out the link in our channel description. Okay, last one. Recognize and reframe. So I love this one because I'm a stickler for words. I think our thoughts create our reality and our words create our thoughts create our words. My life is overwhelming versus I feel overwhelmed right now is one of the best examples. My life is overwhelming is all encompassing versus an impermanent feeling that you have in this moment that will change moments from now potentially. So what's the real truth? Swap out the absolute for something that's more present and accurate.
Yeah.
And
Or
currently
also stop identifying as a certain state and see it as an experience that you are having. Like, think about this and I am nervous. Am I? Or am I feeling nervous? Or even taking it a step, I'm feeling really excited in my heart.
Yeah. The cells of my body are excitable right now.
How absurd is that? But then notice how it disseminates all, like it just, the whole nervousness turns into something else because it's never that anyways. It's if you can just observe, reframe, you get to then choose because it's all perspective anyways. Like we're choosing how it is experienced as an expression, not necessarily the physiological sense, but what comes out into the world. We can't necessarily control what's happening inside of the body, but how we then express it outside of us is what we do have control over. So we get to frame and reframe that experience.
So that's it. That's better. And I love that you brought this idea of absurdity up though, because in my oracle deck that I've been power writing, one of the cards is called laughter. Because obviously, and I talk about this in the description of the card, and the practice of going so far into something that you feel nervous about that and talking about it out loud to yourself that it actually becomes absurd. You know, like to the point where it's like,
I think I mentioned this in one of our like super early ones when I was moving out of California, and I was
Oh,
talking about this game that I play. I wouldn't necessarily call it a game, so to speak, but it's an activity that you can do in a group where, and like, you don't have to do your darkest things, but like I'm a Scorpio, so I go deep and I give you my darkest, hardest truths.
yeah.
But essentially, the idea is to, and you can do it in partnership, right? So I tell you this story that I have, right, and it's all full of emotions, and you're giving it your best, and like
Mhm.
this is how the progression of the exercise is, because obviously you're not telling people what the end result is, but you tell them, hey, like pick a thing, tell the story to your partner, and then have them sort of reciprocate it back to you. And so then everyone comes back, then the next go round it's like tell that same exact story as if you were a dog. And so what do dogs do? They don't use words, they bark, right? And so and then you recognize the absurdity of the story that you're telling. One, based
Yeah.
off of just the play and the practice of it, but then
Yeah. The
also
expression of it.
the expression of it, right? But then because you can't use your words, you then start to express it from a different place as well. And so
Mhm.
there's like a level of release that is there, but also that absurdity piece where like, what is this story anyways, right? Without the
Mhm.
words, without the attachment to it, it's just this weird expression of like an experience that I really don't have, or I shouldn't have. I don't want to should on myself, but like what's the attachment there?
Right.
Like
Right.
it's so
Yeah.
bizarre.
Yeah. What part of this am I gripping? What part isn't actually moving through me, and why am I holding on to it so tightly? So what is I'm gonna can I read this? My card?
Oh yeah, please.
So I say, laughter is the best medicine. You've heard it 1,000 times, but this card is actually asking you to take it seriously by not taking things so seriously. There's a genuine connection to source, to the divine, to God, to the universe that happens when you're so lost in laughter that you're bawling your eyes out, gasping for breath, like completely undone. It makes me think of when we recorded our Halloween episode, actually.
Couldn't control it.
Could not control it. Yeah, so you know the kind where everything else just falls away and all that's left is like the gut wrenching, unfiltered, giddy silliness. And in those moments of laughter, we're not worrying about the past or the future. You're not performing or protecting or overthinking. You're just here, present, fully alive, cracked wide open with joy. It's not a distraction from the spiritual work. It becomes spiritual work. I'm adding this card to the deck precisely because it's a little off kilter for something like this. Like the whole deck is yoga philosophy. I mean, there's laughter yoga though. Actually talk about that in here. So you don't usually see laughter on the list of recommended practices next to shadow work and meditation and all these deep, weighty concepts, but why not? If laughter really is the best medicine, and it clearly is, then why wouldn't we lean into it as intentionally as we lean into everything else? In fact, there's an entire yoga practice built around it. It's called Hasa Yoga, or laughter. So Hasya is the Sanskrit word for laughter.
Mhm.
And people literally gather in a circle and just start laughing. Have you ever done this?
Yes,
It's
of
so much
course.
fun.
It's
Yeah.
everything. I feel like I start that a lot too because I just laugh all the time, and you can just see the effects of like the rippling out of someone else being in joy. It's just
Yeah, yeah, and it
madness.
also starts fake sometimes. Like
Of
this
course.
kind of, while I hate the term fake it till you make it because there's nothing fake about anything that we do, but if you just fake laughter when it's not genuinely coming from, the place where it's uncontrollable, it turns into that because the fake is hilarious. It becomes so absurd. It's a hilarious, and then you watch other people also fake laughing, and then their laughter is funny, and then it actually becomes something that is
Mhm,
really profound and uncontrollable.
mhm.
It becomes real because the whole thing is so absurd, and like this is where the absurdity comes in.
I love
You laugh
absurdity.
because you're laughing, right? Fake it till you make it made literal. So the invitation here is to go laugh, find something funny. But the deeper edge of it is that we laugh at the things that don't seem that funny too. Because if you can zoom out far enough, you start to see how genuinely absurd so much of it is. The stuff we agonize over and catastrophize about life and grip so tightly, held up to the light and turned over enough times, a lot of it is actually just kind of hilarious.
Mm,
And laughter is how we loosen our grip. So that was fun.
do better.
Do better via laughing.
Laugh.
A few moments later.
Would you like to have a a goat or a matter baby?
Goat.
You said the same thing I did. Because in my brain, I'm like, there's no such thing as a matter baby. But that's the whole point. So try again. You're supposed to say, what's the matter? Okay, start over.
Okay.
You want me to do it? What would you rather have, a goat or a matter baby?
What's the matter, baby?
What's the matter with you, baby? Wait, how do you say it? I went Italian. Was that the right way?
What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with you? What's the
I
matter
tell
with-
you a joke now.
Okay, tell the whale joke.
A whale joke.
What happens when a whale gets angry?
What happens when and what does a whale do when it gets angry?
I want to say it blows something. Do tell. What happened?
It blows the top.
It
blows its top.
Yeah.
Why did the cow cross the road?
I don't know why.
To go to the movie theater. Movie theater.
The movie theater.
Movie theater.
Okay, Elsa.
Good one.
Wait, where does a boat go when it gets sick? To the boat dock.
Why does the duck have feathers?
I don't know.
To cover their butt cracks.
All right.
What is a snake's favorite subject? History.
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 What do you call a bear that wears a ghost costume? Wait, no.
Yeah.
Or is this
No.
the one we
No.
made up?
No. What do you call a bee with a ghost costume on?
A
We
booby.
made up this joke. I think I already told you this one. A booby.
A booby.
Obviously. No, that's not the one we made up. We made up a different one after that, didn't we?
The bear one.
The bear one.
What does a bear dressed up as a ghost say?
Penis.
No, not penis. Booger. We made that one up. It's a stretch.
Where does a sheep go on vacation?
Bahamas. Yeah.
You can't fool with Murray. She's quick.
What do planets like to read?
Planets like to read. What?
I don't know what it says.
Comet books. That's actually really hard for my brain to say because I know it's wrong. But it's right.
Mommy, this one, this
Comet.
one, this one, this one.
Comic book.
Okay, last one. How long do chickens work?
Pull her off the clock.
Close. Around the clock.
Look.
Clock. Okay, no more jokes. Away with the jokes.
If this conversation sparked anything, any form of curiosity in your brain,
Yes.
share it, like it,
If it
subscribe.
triggered you in either direction, if you felt
Yeah.
compelled by it, either in agreement or you are fucking mad at whatever the fuck you said, subscribe.
Yeah.
Love us. Hate us.
Love it.
Go in the comments. It doesn't matter. We would love it to be subscribed, but it doesn't have to be.